little dry and dusty, you might say. Woo! Well, good morning, everyone. Bobby Lee here with Hurricane Creek Farms. Beautiful, nice fall morning. We're in the low 60s. Are going up into the 80s today, so it's gonna get hot. But by tomorrow, our highs are in the 60s, so it will definitely feel like fall. We got hay on the ground, we gotta get baled. There's rain in the forecast for tomorrow, which I pray we get it. We need it so bad. Little rain for this afternoon, little, like 15–20% chance. Again, we need it. I need to get this hay rolled first though. But we get around, do some herd checks, whatnot this morning. A little breeze blowing, so the dew should dry off, maybe even a little earlier than normal, which would be nice if we could get going just a little earlier. Help avoid that little chance of rain this afternoon. But anyway, cows being really restless. They're in this pasture right here behind the house. Gates open, you might not be able to tell down there in the bottom. Then go back to the next pasture. They've eaten this grass just about plumb up. I don't know why they don't want to go, but they just have no interest in going to that next pasture. They're being funny like that. But anyway, yeah, got a lot going on. Yeah, it is fall, starting to kind of feel the crunch of it being that time of year and needing to get stuff done. But because of that, I need to stop talking, get going. Let's get a bucket of feed for the bulls. Cows think they're gonna get a bucket of feed. They're not. They don't ever this time of year. But the bulls, as you can probably see, at least two of them are right there waiting on me. So yes, you can see there all three bulls. I think what I'm actually gonna do, these cows are being so restless. I'm going to shut the bulls here in this barn lot. The bulls are actually gonna go out there where the cows are eventually. I'll move the cows out of there. They're just being super, super restless. Don't really have a reason to have them up here. We're about to take down all that working pen anyway. We'll wean those calves here in a few weeks. Probably once we've got the new barn and all set up. And maybe we'll have some rain and have a little bit of regrowth on some of these pastures up here before we get a frost, but who knows. As they all come running behind me, we're gonna move them back into these creek bottoms. We fertilized this, I believe it was 3 weeks ago today. You can see fescue is really coming on strong. Still got some foxtail, some warm season grasses out here too. Really don't want them to graze this pasture. The next creek bottom going back up that way just yet, because we were wanting to stockpile it for another month or so. It's kind of what we had in mind. If we could wait till November before we're grazing this. We're gonna move them up just across the tree line there into those next pastures. And that won't hold them for a month over there, but it'll probably hold them for, I don't know, a couple of weeks anyway, maybe longer. And especially if we can get some rain, and then bring them back up here into these house pastures. But you gotta go through this pasture to get there. But yeah, there's really no reason for them not to be content where they could have been, but they weren't. They were wanting out of there so bad. So rather than have them, you know, eventually tear up the fence, act like idiots, we'll just get them out of here and see if we can get them to follow us on through the next gate. If not, they got to go through there at some point to get to water, and we'll shut them in there when the opportunity presents itself. Got a few of them easing this way, but yeah, I'd like to get them over in here. There should be pretty good grazing out here too. There's a fair bit of fescue in here. We didn't get over here and fertilize to stockpile, but still, I mean, really good grazing. In reality, they're not gonna follow me through here right now. They're too happy. They got really good grass where they are. If they stay out here and graze for even a day or two, they're not gonna hurt it too bad before we get them moved through there. But one benefit of it being really dry, if you could look at it on the bright side, they don't have access to any water right here in this pasture because they're fenced out of the creek. And so when they get thirsty, they got to go through. But we'll catch them this afternoon or sometime later on once they've all moved through, and then we'll shut the gate behind them. We got other things to do now. A little dry and dusty, you might say. Woo! Yeah, at least it's not just blazing hot yet this morning. Climb up here, see if we can get a head count. And then leave them to it for the rest of the day. All right, everyone accounted for here. I was also trying to take some video, not so much for YouTube, but for you know, to send us some people that had asked for some video on them. We're not aggressively marketing them yet, but I had a few people asking. Still have plans to ultrasound them, hopefully later on this month. Just kind of tentative there because you know, working out the logistics when we can make it all happen. But they're looking good. Markets went a little crazy yesterday, which it wasn't necessarily the cattle markets as much as it was just the markets in general. All the chaos in Washington, inflation out of control, and you know, our commander-in-chief that probably would be more at home in a nursing home than in the White House. I think it's all just starting to catch up with us. Cattle market still looks to be strong for the foreseeable future just because of where we are in terms of supply. Cattle herds shrank up with drought in major cattle producing areas the last few years, and so still feel like market will stay good. But anyway, yeah, rambling on, we'll start talking about markets and all that. I can hear you guys clicking off the video as I do that, so we won't bore you. We're gonna get back home and start getting some equipment ready to head to hayfield. You can probably appreciate the trees, a nice little breeze blowing. There is a dew, but it should dry off here a little quicker than it otherwise would if it was nice and calm. So normally we say about 11 o'clock, typically before we really get out there and get raking. I'm thinking we may can be a full hour ahead of that. Too, with a little chance of rain this afternoon. I think they're still saying like 15–20%. The longer it lays there, the more likely that rain is to materialize. So we get raking about 10, about 2.5 hours or so of raking probably. I mean, we should be rolling that hay, you know, by 1 or 1:30, you know, realistically in the field going. And that way, if it did come a rain shower about 3:30 or 4 o'clock this afternoon, we wouldn't care because we'd be done. But because we do think this is the last of the hay we may have for this year, I don't know that for sure. Got one other place, my buddy Tim, but that was the last we cut on second cut, and we were late getting it cut then, and then it just has rained hardly any since then. So I don't anticipate it being, you know, enough regrowth there to cut. So I'm gonna unhook the disc mower over here. Normally I just kind of leave it up here because we know we're going to use it again soon, but with the potential it may sit there until spring. Okay, I actually just got off the phone with First Choice Farm and Lawn, our local Kubota dealer who we bought this tractor from. They're actually on their way out to take a look at the 135, figure out what our issue is, if it's a charging issue or what, in terms of why that battery, you know, can't stay charged. So I told them, I said, that'd be good. They'll be here in about an hour. I told them we're probably, reality, 4+ hours away from needing that tractor. There we go. She won't come off the 3-point very easily. So yeah, that'd be fine. They can go ahead and diagnose the issue. We're not to deal with that anymore because I hadn't tried that tractor since we parked it on Saturday, but I'd say it's an extremely safe bet that it had to be boosted off. See if they can go ahead and do that, and then better yet, fix it completely. That'd be fantastic. fantastic. So we're gonna get the rake hooked up and be one step closer down the field. There we go. Oh yeah. I think I got the hydraulics hooked up the right way. Yes, yes I do. All right, so for practical purposes, the rake is ready to head to the field. But it's not even 9 o'clock. Do need to wait till probably at least 10. Kind of partly cloudy. I think what I'm gonna do, pull up here. We're gonna go ahead and grease the baler. Have it ready to go. Of course, we're not gonna move it because short of jumping it off, we're not gonna be able to. And like I say, we're gonna let them do their thing. Here's the age-old question: why, when you park it and cut it off, the grease fittings on the PTS shaft always pointing in the wrong direction? I mean, always. Hey, I got her on there. Sometimes just good clean living, you get lucky. Well, as I complained about the other joint, this one is pointed perfectly straight up. I think we should be able to get on it, no problem. Yep, I can hear it. Good deal. Hydraulic fluid and engine oil checked. Should be plenty of wrap. We just replaced it right there at the end of our second cutting. Yeah, that'll be plenty, more than enough for today. But it actually reminds me, the net wrap does anyway. You know, obviously, we talk about agzaga.com pretty frequently. Discount code HCF10, take 10% off anything you order, including the patriotic bale net wrap or the regular bale net wrap or whatever. But here, as we wrap up hay season, we wrap up this hay, another discount code, WRAP23, free shipping. Better news, you can use those codes together. So you can get your 10% off using HCF10. You can get the free shipping using WRAP23, which I was taught, they have super reasonable shipping for big bulky items like that, and fast. Anyway, but you can't get any more reasonable than free. So use both those codes, bale net wrap, and it applies to everything, not just net wrap, bale wrap, I mean, anything else on the website. The toys for the kids, not too soon to be thinking about Christmas. You know, toolboxes like we got here on the back of the truck, the sprayers, parts, I mean, whatever, you just have to go and check them out. But yeah, use both codes. That deal is gonna run, I believe they said, for about a week. So I'm gonna get this video up and posted. By the time this video comes out, you should still have several days to do that. So go check them out. Get your free shipping, get your 10% off. Okay, technician from First Choice just got done looking at the 135. Looks like it's gonna be an alternator issue, which was where the safe money probably was. And it's a new battery. That would make the most sense. It's just not charging like it should be. So anyway, of course, don't have one on the truck. He'll be back out some other time to do that, which I told him that's fine. We'll get it boosted off. We boosted it off while he was here. I'm sure I'll have to boost it off again this afternoon. And after today, I don't know when I'm gonna need it again, so I'll get back over here and get that fixed. So headed to rake. It's now 10:45, so it'll be 11 before we get started. Pretty overcast, but dude is dried off. My prediction, which I was way off last weekend, I said 35, it ended up being 53, so just have my numbers backwards. I'm gonna say 40. And if I had to say over or under 40, I'd probably say over, just because we grossly underestimated last time. We're gonna hope it's way over 40. We'll know here in a few hours. everything's going pretty smoothly. It's just really overcast. Kind of looks awfully threatening for rain. You look at the actual percentages, they're up to about a 25% chance, which still, yeah, other than me having hail on the ground, I'd say please, 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 can we finally get some rain? It'll give me, it's about 1 o'clock now. If it can give us till about 4:30 before it rains, I'd say bring it on, let it pour. But yes, I was just on the phone with Logan, who is, of course, co-host on the Talk Dirt to Me podcast. I encourage you to check it out anywhere you listen to podcasts. Also, right here on YouTube. We just started our giveaway. We've been talking about a big giveaway for the last few months. We hit some goals, so the giveaway is going to happen. Pretty cool prize pack, all kinds of things in there. Not even sure what all it may include, but kind of the big part of it is that we are going to have somebody, the winner, is going to join us in studio to be a guest on an episode. You know, hang out with us, take you out to dinner. I was joking, probably be Mexican, because at least half our restaurants in our immediate area are Mexican places, and they're fantastic. And if you don't live in our immediate area, we're going to pay your travel to get here, to join us, do those sorts of things. Go to talkdirtpodcast.com. There's links to that, the YouTube channel, everything in the description of this video. Also, Logan, his YouTube channel, LH Farms. I've finally gotten him committed to filming more and uploading more. He's uploaded a bunch of videos here lately. Had a pretty wild accident. Thankfully, nobody hurt. But he should have that video up here. I would imagine maybe by the time I get this video up. So, yeah, check out LH Farms. Check out Talk Dirt to Me. Heck, you might even find yourself in a position where you can come meet us and hang out for an afternoon, an evening, a whole day. Who knows? But yeah, just wanting to get done raking this. I mean, you can see how overcast it looks. That's the first thing Logan said. He's like, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm raking hay." And he's like, "Oh gosh." He's like, "It's definitely gonna rain now." He said, "I thought it looked like it might rain, but now that I know somebody's in a hayfield, that's usually all it takes to make it rain." So it's fine with me, just as long as it holds off for about another, safely held off for another 4 hours. Feel confident we should be done by 5 p.m. But I'm gonna put the camera down, put 2 hands back on the steering wheel. Plus, I'm about to have to pick up the rake. That means I need both hands free. Okay, we're done raking, and just, yeah, the threat of rain's making me a little nervous. But yeah, it's so funny to say because we're so dry, but it would be fitting that it would rain before we could get this up. Probably gonna have to boost this tractor off, like 99% sure, but we'll climb in here and just see. It ran for just a few minutes earlier when the technician was out here working on it. Holy cow! Well, again, good clean living. Must be living right. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting that. So, let me get off. Where are we on fuel? Okay, we're good on fuel. Good deal. That'll just save us a couple more minutes. Yeah. Need to grab a bottle of water and yeah, then we're ready to go. Yeah, as we sit here and look, you can tell the rain is staying pretty well west of us. What's on the radar? But it's kind of one of those deals you never know. It could just pop up, you know, a shower right here around us. So we're gonna try to hit it a lick, get done, and yeah, that'll be it for hay this year, most likely. rolling right along, both literally and figuratively. I think we're right at 19 rolls. Yeah, I still feel pretty confident about the 40 number. The better hay is across on the other side of the farm. It's not as many acres, but probably gonna be at 25 or so by the time we finish this side. So I think, yeah, you're right about 40, maybe 45. Just need another hour, hour and a half of no rain, and we'll be in good shape. There was going to be 40 rolls. This one right here is going to be number 40. We like that little windrow right there that's about, I don't know, maybe 100 foot long. So it'll be full right there. We're going to have exactly 40 rolls. And like not even enough in one there to even make a partial. So I nailed that. I said 40, and if I had to take the over or the under, I'd go over. So I guess technically, because we're going to be like 40.1, 40.2, you wanted to really split hairs, I'm going to take a victory lap for that prediction. But yeah, and got done before it rained. Yeah, I doubt this last roll is even gonna register on the monitor. Nope, has to be to, I think, about 32 or 33 inches for it to register. So good deal. We are done, likely done with hay for the year. Now, I do have to, take that back. I was wrong. It's only 39 rolls. I was trying to take a victory lap too soon. Whatever. 39 rolls, I was close. Like I was thinking, we're done baling hay likely for the year. It's not 100% confirmed. Does mean we have over 90 rolls between the 53 we rolled last weekend and then 39 today that we got to get moved home sometime here over the coming weeks. We don't have anywhere to put them in the barn, so they're gonna be stored outside anyway, so it's not like a huge rush, but we do like to go ahead and get them home. That way it's just done. Okay, back home, back under the shed there, because we do have a decent chance of rain tomorrow. So I was gonna look up, see what they're currently saying, which I'm gonna be very annoyed now if it does not rain at all, because hay is all up. Oh, they're up. They're now saying for today a 47% chance, which means it's only 4:30. We still got some of the day left. 80% chance tomorrow, 79 to be exact. So yeah, we need it. We need it bad. We're gonna roll the windows up on the truck here. Here comes the boss lady. No telling what kind of trouble I'm in. I can get my finger out of my water bottle. There we go. Well, you came rolling down here, I thought I must be in trouble.
Oh, I gotta unload this.
Here, you hold the camera. I'll unload the feet. Wait a second, is that me being toxically masculine?
Yeah, because I can't do that.
And if you're but you're not really a feminist, are you?
I mean, we can pretty much do quite a few things.
Well, here, do it then.
You're gonna do them two at a time. You're just gonna do them both at one time.
One trip's easier than two.
So we have to make sure we get the co-op brand chicken feed. Supposedly, we'll get our chickens back laying. We shall see.
What Kaylin's referencing there is that there was a conspiracy or whatever floating around that the Purina chicken feed would make your chickens quit laying. I don't know if that was so much the conspiracy, but the conspiracy was that, you know, when egg prices were through the roof, that was, it was all intentional. That Purina was doing that so that all these backyard chickens would quit laying, and you'd have to buy eggs, and eggs were like, I don't know what they cost. But I fully do not believe that was ever true. Let me grab. But by golly, we started feeding the Purina chicken feed. I didn't even think about it. Our co-op got wiped out in the tornado, and so I was going elsewhere, and our chickens haven't laid in like a month, and we're feeding the Purina feed. So don't know that I believe the full conspiracy, but we're about to find out. Hopefully over these next few days, a couple of weeks, we're back on the co-op feed. Maybe they'll start laying again. We'll see. Went and picked up the wild man from my mom's house. She picked him up from school today. Seeing if he and I have better luck getting these cows to all move into this pasture than we had this morning. About, I don't know, a quarter of them had already moved in here. As I'm calling these others in, unfortunately all those are coming back. So I gotta see if we can get them all to head this way. Come on, babies, come on. Woo! Woo!
Coming.
Woo! Love to get the gate shut on them in here just so we can keep them off at where we're trying to stockpile all that grass. Okay, so as you can see, they're cooperating reluctantly. Kind of pulled a dirty trick on them. Had a old protein tub bucket. It's actually got some chicken litter in there from where the kids cleaned out the little chicken house, which I need to scatter out there on the pasture. So I got it out to kind of give the appearance that we had some kind of feed. Yeah, they still don't understand, you know, the whole grazing management thing, but yeah, we're gonna get them off those pastures so we can allow that stockpile. But as we're waiting on the rest of the stragglers, remind you, go to agzaga.com. 2 different discount codes to use. WRAP23 is gonna get you free shipping on anything on the site, not just the bell wrap. WRAP23. HCF10 gets you 10% off. You'll need to use that free shipping code pretty quickly. It's like it is limited time. Of course, you can get the 10% off anytime. But do that. Again, check out LH Farms YouTube channel as well. Check out talkdirtpodcast.com. Links to all this below or in the video description. Enter our contest. Come hang out with us. Win the prize pack. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. We're gonna be eating cheeseburgers tonight. Willis, what we tell everybody else?
Eat beef and God bless.
There you go. See y'all next time.